Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. My name is Colin, as always. So, for this week's draft league, we are playing against MoxieBoosted. So, everything on the screen is correct except for Dracozolt over Thunderous and then Morgrim over Thievel. So, this team is pretty scary. Going into it, the first Pokemon I'm noticing is obviously Colossal. The tier 1s are always really important to look at. But I think on this team, more so than others, I think Virizion is the other big carry. Also, looking at the sheet, Virizion's gotten a lot of the KOs from Moxie over there. So those are the two Pokemon that I'm instantly drawn to, and two Pokemon that I have to prep for first. I think I'm expecting something of like Colossal, Sneasel, Virizion Core, and then maybe Golisopod, maybe Talonflame, and then the Dracozolt, as I mentioned earlier, is another Pokemon that I think could totally show up here, especially because I am pretty Blastoise centric, and that's something that I think a lot of people see when they look at my team is how good Blastoise could be for me. So other than that, I don't see too much. I think this team is a little bit more straightforward than normal, just because it's very much centric around Colossal. It's very much centric around, I would say more Sneasel than anything, because Sneasel's enabling all these Pokemon to succeed. So those are the main things I'm looking at here, and also Cradily. I think Cradily is really important to look at because obviously I have Blastoise, which is a key part of a lot of my success and something that I'm always leaning on. So I think Cradily could easily show up here just to shut down Gmax Cannonade. It also, again, synergizes with Sneasel. Sneasel could enable all three of those Pokemon. So those are the four that I'm looking at primarily here as threats that I need to deal with. And then just like some filler, like maybe a little bit of Dracozolt, maybe a little bit of a Golisopod to like round out the team and give him the best possible matchup versus me. But yeah, so I think this time around it's pretty straightforward team and what we're expecting here. So let's look at what I'm gonna do. So when building this team, I thought Rhydon could really shine here just because it could help versus Dracozolt, it could enable my Blastoise further, and it gives me a solid answer versus Colossal as well. So I thought Rhydon would be a great addition to the team. Blastoise also looked incredible just because, again, outside of Cradily, Blastoise can pop off. It does well versus Colossal as well. And then Zapdos is almost always a bring. I thought Zapdos just gives me an answer versus Virizion, which would be important. Togetic to enable everybody. Como looks really good. It resists all of the stabs of both Cradily and Colossal, so Como looks pretty spicy, and then Grimmsnarl to round everything out with some screens. I also thought it was pretty likely that he wouldn't bring Weezing, so I thought I could get away with Grimmsnarl, and worst case, I just don't have to bring the Grimmsnarl if Weezing's bro. So let's start with Rhydon. For the moveset, this Rhydon's pretty simple. I have two Eviolites, so I decided to go with Focus Sash just to give him as much survivability as possible. And then Lightning Rod for obvious reasons. For the moveset, I went for Rock Slide High Horsepower. Those were like given. Horn Drill's just kind of a cool one-hit KO move. I don't know. That slot was kind of filler, and I thought, hey, maybe there's a situation that I could Horn Drill. And then Protect so I can enable Lightning Rod a little bit better. The spread is pretty simple. Max special attack, or max attack, max HP. Just as bulky as possible. Obviously, he's Sash, so like it doesn't get as much usage out of having max HP, but I thought, hey, there's not much I can invest in, so this one was pretty simple. For Blastoise, I decided to go with my White Herb set. I think White Herb's so freaking good when there's no Intimidate, so I went for White Herb. Torrent is the obvious ability. I went for Muddy Water this time just to get around Cradily if I needed to, and then Ice Beam, Shell Smash, Protect, pretty standard stuff. The spread is designed to live a max overgrowth from Virizion, and then I put the rest into special attack. The speed is pretty slow, but I figured, hey, if I get a Shell Smash, I would speed everything anyways, so I wasn't too worried about that. Pretty simple stuff for Blastoise here. Zapdos is also, actually Zapdos is a little weird this time. So I decided to run a weakness policy set because I was really annoyed with the idea of facing the rock types of Cradily and Colossal. So I thought weakness policy could be really cool to combat them and add something like I would be able to take their hit and then get big damage off in the future. So I thought, hey, it lives all the hits anyways with screens, so I might as well just run weakness policy. So I went for weakness policy with static, Hurricane, Thunderbolt, Ancient Power, U-Turn. The moveset's kind of weird, but Heat Wave didn't look that appealing. It didn't look like I needed it at all. So I opted for Ancient Power, and then I thought U-Turn was kind of cool if I needed to max Flutterby. It would be incredibly useful versus stuff like Cradily, incredibly useful versus Colossal potentially as well. So I thought, hey, U-Turn could be kind of cool here. And it also lets me pivot around the game. It's kind of a weird set, but I think it's just better than the other moves. The spread is really simple. I live a +4 Stone Edge behind Reflect from Virizion, and then I put the rest into special attack. It's a very slow Zapdos, but I think it's pretty good here. Togetic is also relatively simple. Eviolite, as always. Serene Grace, I don't really get to use an ability with this thing. Yawn, Follow Me, Helping Hand, Protect. Pretty standard moveset, pretty simple stuff. I made it max HP with enough special defense to live a Vocalith, and then I put the rest in defense. So it's a pretty simple Togetic as well. Como, I'm really excited for this Como. I think Como could be pretty good here. Taunt is really good versus potential Trick Room mode. And I thought having Taunt on there would be valuable. Someone with Leftovers, Bulletproof, and then Body Press, Iron Defense, and Protect are the pretty standard moves. I won't be able to touch Dusclops, but I think having Taunt is super valuable versus Dusclops. It also resists all the stabs of Cradily and also all the stabs of Colossal. So I think Como is a great bring here. It was either this or Turtonator, and I thought Como was a little bit better. The spread is designed to live a +4 Sacred Sword from Virizion, because obviously that ignores defense boost, so I wanted to be able to live the Virizion hit if need be. Yeah, pretty simple Como as well. And for Grimmsnarl, the final Pokemon on our team, it is a light clay set this time around with Prankster. Light Screen Reflects, Beer Break, Scary Face. Scary Face is just for Virizion if it gets out of control. It also works against Dracozolt. It works against Talonflame. I would go for Thunderwave, but again, I want to slow down Dracozolt. The spread is designed to live a +4 Bounce from Virizion, and then I put the rest in special defense. Overall, this team is pretty simple, and I think gives me a lot of tools to combat Moxie's team, and I'm hoping we can get the dub. But let's find out. Let's get into the game. Okay, so we're going to see Cradily, Sneasel, Colossal, Reuniclus, Talonflame, and Dracozolt. So we're seeing no Virizion, which is something that I expected obviously a lot in prep. So it's really interesting to see no Virizion here, and it's just double rock types. It's really just to shut my Blastoise down with Dracozolt, and then also a really good Como answer in that Reuniclus. So this is interesting. It's very weird here. So Turtok does pretty well here. Blastoise is still pretty freaking good. Shell Smash is relatively free. And then I can Hailstorm. I can feel pretty good about Blastoise for the most part here. I think I'm going to go Blastoise, Togetic. Rhydon looks really good, actually. Rhydon looks incredible. And then... I don't think we bring Grimmsnarl. Like, we don't do that. Como is still pretty good if we get around Reuniclus, but that's not, like, necessarily, like, free. Reuniclus could cause a lot of issues. I like Zapdos, too, but I kind of like Como more. But, like, I don't have the greatest answers to Ryu without Grimmsnarl. So, like, regardless, it's kind of shaky. But I think we're just going to go for Shell Smash shenanigans early. I'm going to go with Como, I think. I feel like I like Como more. I do think Reuniclus will be brought, but I think that's not something we can't get around. So I still feel pretty confident here. I really expected Virizion, which is kind of surprising. But the Dracozolt makes a lot of sense along with the Talonflame, the fast mode. Colossal and Cradily seem necessary. Colossal is really important because I have Ferrothorn, so they always want to beat my Ferrothorn. So we'll see what happens here. He's got some nice outfit. We're going to see Sneasel, Reuniclus. All right, that's like pretty okay for me, in my opinion. They're not putting too much offensive pressure on Togetic, which is actually a big deal because of Yawn Spam. So, like, I'm feeling pretty good here with Turtok plus Togetic. Okay, so I think we're going to Shell Smash right away. We're probably just going to get faked out, but, like, who cares? And then I think we're just going to go for a Yawn into Reuniclus. It doesn't look like a super bad turn. They want to go for Trick Room mode. The Cradily is going to be the big playmaker here, which is important to note. The Cradily is kind of annoying. I think Cradily was something in prep that I was really afraid of. So seeing this mode is a little bit scary. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest. It's a little bit scary. So we're going to see Sneasel go for Taunt turn 1 onto Togetic. That's not a big deal. I'm going to get the free Shell Smash. Turn 2 is kind of weird because they are I'm threatening a really big Cannonade. I'm threatening a big Cannonade on turn 2. Or I could go for Hailstorm and call the switch in, which is also pretty strong. So, we're actually going to see Energy Ball turn 1. Okay. Or turn 1. Oh, shoot. We got crit. That's really bad. I bet you Turtok could have lived that, but oh man, that's a bad turn 1. That couldn't have gone worse for me. We have to go into Rhydon here. We don't have a choice. We have to just start like stacking or hit a horn drill. This is a really bad situation for me. Oh man. Maybe I should just follow meat. I really didn't expect the energy ball though. Like I just didn't see that coming. I think we might just have to hit like a Hail Mary horn drill or something crazy here. Like I don't know if we can do much outside of hit this horn drill. Like they could just max Reuniclus too, and that doesn't even seem like a bad play. Like max overgrowth, because they're in such an advantageous position. I have to hope it doesn't max. Like we need to hit an Oko move. This is really bad. Okay. We are going to see the max. Yeah, there's not much I could do. I had like max Quake, but even then, like we're still going to be in a really, really bad spot. This situation is bad for all the reasons here. Oh man, I Soaring Horn Drill kind of sucks, but like this game is pretty cursed already. Triple Axle into Rhydon. All right. 1, 2, 3. Alright, big damage. I mean, there's not much we can do. We just need to try to get this KO. I think we just run. Like, Horn Drills doesn't work, obviously, because Reuniclus is huge, and the max overgrowth comes through, yeah. It's a pretty safe play. This Togetic is putting on no pressure. Is there anything I can really do here? Because, like, Como can't save the game at all, right? There's no way it could, like, one-shot Reuniclus. I mean, at the end of the day, maybe. I mean, it's worth trying, right? There's no shame in showing body press, but we are just going to get taunted on the next turn. Huh. I think we just go for it. We just go for the attempt at an Iron Defense sweep, but it just seems unlikely. We just go for Follow Me, and then Iron Defense. That's really all we can do. The crit turn 1 was unfortunate, but it is Life Orb, so we're going to be at like 2 HP anyways. So like, I think even if the crit didn't happen, like the situation was still awful for us. Yeah, we just get taunted. And then we get taunted onto Como next turn, probably. I mean, like, it doesn't really matter. They're going to set up Psychic Terrain. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Because we have to like somehow one-shot Reuniclus, which is like impossible, you know? Okay, Mind Storm. Togetic obviously takes that well, but like it doesn't matter because Como is about to die. So, yeah. I like how you can't max when you're taunted, like when you have no moves. We just have to fight. I think our best course of action is just to run. But like, I don't know. We should actually look for a KO onto. I guess we just max Knuckle. I don't know. We're not gonna live. Psychic Terrain's up. It's probably Life Orb. I guess I'll max Knuckle. I want to see if I can't get a KO onto Sneasel to at least see one more Pokemon. We won't be showing too much. Showing max Knuckle, like, it's assumed body press. It's not a big deal. But I think we just do this to try and maybe live the turn. Try and see what can happen and maybe see an extra Pokemon. Because at this point, this game went so poorly. I think just setting up Cannonade turn 1 could have been really, really good. Same with just, like, pressing Follow Me. The Yawn was a little greedy. Alright, Togetic's gonna go down. And 3, there goes Togetic. Yeah, the turn 1 was just really greedy and really poor from me. Because the Energy Ball tech was really cool, but that was something that could have easily been prevented. It was just really good prep against my lead. Okay, it is Sash Sneasel, which is expected. We're not going to see Eviolite Sneasel, right? We're not going to see Eviolite Sneasel. Alright, which is unfortunate, because I really was hoping that they would double tap Como and I could get a struggle kill. That was actually my hope here. But there's not much we can do. Como does go down, unfortunately. As expected, though. There wasn't much we could do. Alright, we just got swept, but I think that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but, like, we can adjust. It's still winnable. Okay, so clearly our game 1 plan wasn't as amazing as it could have been. I think we just have to Grimmsnarl a little bit. Like, just set up ourselves up for success with Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl makes the most sense to me here. Huh. Togetic wasn't bad, but Taunt really started to hurt me, and I think, like, Taunt is going to cause problems for Grimmsnarl as well, but we should be able to start to be able to swing the momentum a little bit faster. I think we still have to bring Como. Rhydon almost feels necessary as well. I don't think I can really change up too much outside the Grimmsnarl. I'm playing better. Yeah, there's just not much adjustment. I think it's just, like, the Energy Ball sucked, but also just, like, just small things along the way, like not pressing follow me, and then like that. Like, really just turn one. Sneasel Reuniclus. There's no need to change it up. It's a good lead. I'm happy with our adjustment though. Grimmsnarl Turtok. It's a good lead too. Okay. This one's kind of a hard call on what I should really do here, because like I could go for like a light screen or a scary face, because assume we're getting taunted or faked out. I think Trick Room going up isn't the end of the world. I'm really afraid of Cradily coming in turn 1, but also the risk of Cradily coming in turn 1 is just massive. Like I don't think they'll do it, because if they do, if I Hailstorm the slot, it's just really, really positive. I mean, like, it's not a huge downside of sending in Cradily. I just think it's relatively unlikely. I think getting the taunt or the fake off is way more important. So we're not going to see a switch, actually, which is amazing for me. It means I get my candidate up for the rest of the game. I'm okay pressing Hailstorm for the rest of the game. I think just going off with Blastoise has to be our main goal here. White Herb Blastoise has been really, really fun to use, just because, like, a lot of my opponents don't have Intimidate, which is normally the downside to White Herb. We're going to see a max turn 1 from the Reuniclus as well. Or Sneasel, I guess, technically, but we all know it's going to be Reuniclus. Okay. I think the situation isn't bad, because it means Cradily can't max, and we're getting good damage off of Reuniclus and weakening it. I'm not sure what it can really do to Grimmsnarl, which is the big one. The big one I want to keep safe. Fake out. Okay. So we're not going to get to the Spear Break off, which is fine. I don't think it has like a favorite move, right? I don't actually know. Cannonade comes through, doing pretty... Oh, jeez. Huh. Huh. That's not Vest, right? Steel Spike. Oh, shoot. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Grimmsnarl goes down. Okay. Okay. Not the end of the world. I don't think it's the end of the world yet. That definitely was unfortunate. The Steel Spike was pretty clean there. I'm not going to lie. Cannonade comes through. Our savior, as always. Okay. And then this guy. He doesn't actually take Cannonade damage, but he took the animation. That was actually pretty funny. Huh. Okay. Huh. This turn is a little weird. Huh. I need to slow down the pace of the game, though, like 100% here. Yeah, I just need to slow down the game. I need to slow down the game here. Because I can't let Rhydon go down here, because if it does, then Como just goes down directly after, and that's probably an L. So I think protecting is the correct play, even though it feels kind of weird. And I have to Hailstorm, because I don't want to risk the Cradily coming in, so I think this is a pretty safe turn for me. Yeah. I think it's looking pretty grim here. How well does he take that? Not well at all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna die to Hail? That did so much damage. Because Hail goes first. We're gonna die to Hail. Oh no. I didn't think it would do that much damage. I really didn't. Oh my gosh. I did not expect it to do that much damage. Holy crap. That was not a good turn for me, to be honest. Okay. I like how it takes the hit, but it doesn't take the damage. It's kind of funny. Okay, we go Como. Man, Reuniclus just gave me the business. I was really over-prepping for Colossal and Virizion. That, like, Reuniclus was not on my radar at all, and this guy just gave me the business. I have to protect. And I have to Cannonade. So protect. And hopefully, hope for the best. Alright, we do protect the triple axle, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, Cannonade nice into Sneasel. We managed to get one KO so far. And Como should live this. But yeah, pretty comfortably, I guess. Critical hit, okay. Probably won't affect the state of the game in determining who wins, but we'll see. Huh. Alright, Drakezold comes in, which is honestly, like, probably hard GG. Unless Blastoise is miraculously faster and can get a Muddy Water drop. I think that's the only way I can win is just Muddy Water drops. Otherwise, I'm just out of luck here. Breaking Swipe, okay. That move does not miss. It's probably Hustle, but still. Muddy Water, Hope. Alright, we reset our attack stat. Let's go. Go Blastoise. Muddy Water connects onto both. Accuracy drop on both, right? Okay. No accuracy drop. Here comes Expanding Force. Blastoise is out of here. And that is GG. Well played. Reuniclus, I think it was just like I really underestimated Reuniclus's, like, how good it could be versus my team. And wow, that thing did work. So we lost pretty hard. And I think a lot of it was just underestimating Reuniclus. Like, Reuniclus kind of bodied me. And yeah, I got hard swept. Moxie's a great player. You guys should definitely check out his content. He has a ton of VGC content. He uploads all the time. You guys should definitely check him out. Links down below. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we can still make our comeback, keep ourselves going. But unfortunately, Moxie just outplanned us. That Reuniclus strategy was so clean. There was not much I really could do, it felt like. But GG's to him. Have a nice day.